What does it really take to build a trillion-dollar empire? Is it intelligence, luck, connections, or something far more uncomfortable? Obsession? This is not the surface-level story of Amazon. This is the real story of the man behind it. The mindset, the risks, the private struggles, the controversial decisions, and the relentless long-term thinking of Jeff Bezos. And by the end of this video, you will understand something most people completely miss about him. Jeff Bezos was born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His mother, Jacqueline Giese, was just 17 years old when she gave birth to him. She was still in high school. His biological father, Ted Jorgensen, was a teenage bike shop owner. The marriage didn't last. By the time Jeff was a toddler, his parents had separated. When Jeff was 4, his mother married Miguel Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant who had arrived in America alone as a teenager, barely speaking English. Mike adopted Jeff and gave him his last name, Bezos. This matters. Jeff Bezos was not raised in wealth or elite circles. He was raised in a middle-class family with a stepfather who worked hard as an engineer and believed deeply in education and discipline. He also spent summers on his grandfather's ranch in Texas. There, he learned how to fix windmills, repair machinery, and solve problems without complaining. That ranch shaped him more than Harvard ever could have. Jeff was not a normal child. At 3 years old, he reportedly tried to dismantle his crib because he wanted a real bed. As a teenager, he turned his parents' garage into a laboratory for science experiments. He built alarms to keep siblings out of his room. He read constantly. He was not just smart, he was intensely curious. He graduated as valedictorian of his high school and went on to attend Princeton University, where he studied electrical engineering and computer science. But here's something most people don't know. He originally wanted to study physics. He changed majors because he realized other students were simply better at advanced theoretical physics than he was. That decision shows something powerful. He was not driven by ego. He was driven by positioning. He chose the field where he could win. After Princeton, Bezos worked at several technology and finance firms before landing a prestigious job at D.E. Shaw, a highly respected hedge fund in New York. By age 30, he was already a senior vice president. High salary, high status, elite trajectory. Most people would stay. But in 1994, Bezos saw a statistic that changed his life. Internet usage was growing at 2,300% per year. He didn't see a trend. He saw a once-in-a-lifetime window. He created what he calls a regret minimization framework. He imagined himself at 80 years old, looking back at his life. Would he regret leaving a stable job to try building something on the internet? The answer was clear. He quit. In 1994, Jeff and his wife Mackenzie moved to Seattle. He started an online bookstore from a garage. That company became Amazon. But here's what most documentaries don't emphasize. For years, Amazon did not make profits. Investors doubted him. Analysts mocked him. During the dot-com crash, Amazon's stock collapsed by more than 90%. Many companies died. Amazon survived. Why? Because Bezos wasn't building for quarters. He was building for decades. He obsessed over one thing: customer experience. He left empty chairs in meetings to represent the customer. He demanded long written memos instead of PowerPoint slides. He encouraged teams to experiment aggressively, even if many ideas failed. He once said, If you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. Bezos is often described as visionary. He is also described as extremely demanding. Former employees have spoken about intense work environments, high standards, long hours, brutal feedback. He pushed people hard. He believed average was unacceptable. And here's a reality few talk about openly. Amazon's dominance came from relentless competition. It entered markets aggressively. It underpriced competitors. It reinvested profits instead of distributing them. Bezos was not building a company. He was building infrastructure for global commerce. Many people think Amazon is just an online store. They're wrong. The real profit engine became Amazon Web Services, cloud computing infrastructure that powers startups, governments, and major corporations. This silent division transformed Amazon from a retailer into a technology backbone of the internet. Bezos understood something early. Owning infrastructure is more powerful than selling products. In 2019, Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott announced their divorce after 25 years of marriage. It became one of the most expensive divorces in history. Mackenzie received billions in Amazon stock, instantly becoming one of the richest women in the world. Shortly after, Bezos went public with his relationship with Lauren Sanchez. The divorce was heavily covered by media, especially after private text messages were leaked to tabloids. But through all the noise, Bezos remained focused on expansion. Public drama did not derail long-term strategy. In 2021, Bezos stepped down as CEO of Amazon. Many thought this meant retirement. It didn't. He shifted focus towards space exploration through his aerospace company, Blue Origin. In July 2021, Bezos flew to space aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket. Why? Because his long-term vision is not just about Earth. He believes humanity must expand into space to preserve the planet. He has said that millions of people will live and work in space in the future. To him, Amazon was step one. Space is step two. Jeff Bezos has repeatedly ranked among the richest individuals in modern history. His net worth fluctuates with Amazon stock, but has been around hundreds of billions of dollars at peak valuations. But wealth alone is not the full story. Influence is. He acquired the Washington Post. He invests in biotechnology, AI, robotics, and logistics. He thinks in systems, not products. Here's what truly separates Jeff Bezos. He optimizes for the long term. While most leaders focus on quarterly earnings, he focused on 10-year outcomes. While competitors protected profits, he reinvested everything. While others chased trends, he built infrastructure. He once said, "We are willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time. That is not comfort. That is psychological endurance." Jeff Bezos was not the smartest physicist, not born into wealth, not protected from controversy. But he had three things: relentless long-term thinking, extreme customer obsession, and the courage to leave comfort. From a teenage mother's son to a global power architect, Bezos did not just build a company. He reshaped how the modern world buys, sells, stores data, and even dreams about space. And the uncomfortable truth is this: most people want success. Very few want the pressure, criticism, risk, and obsession required to build it. The question is not whether you admire him or criticize him. The real question is, are you willing to think 10 years ahead when everyone else is thinking about next month? Because that's where empires are built.